Hi, I'm Dean Argent, a university qualified mechanical engineer. I'm a licensed motor dealer and the owner of usedvehiclesales.barinaforsale.com.au. And in this video I am going to take you on a walkthrough of this 2012 model Holden Barina 5-door manual that I got for sale right here on my yard. Now, the car came in from a trade-in from a lady about similar age as me, and she just wanted a bigger car because she had a young family and just didn't want the just wanted more space inside. So she was the first owner of it, so it was a one owner car from a lady about my age. That's the way of saying an old fart. But nevertheless, like that. So she had it from new. It's got the alloy wheels. Let's go for a walk around. I'll show you everything that's going on with it. So if you're a girl, you're probably going to call it Sadie. If you're a bloke, you're going to call it Sadie. So if you have a look down the side here, this is what I do before I buy them. Have a look down here. I'm looking in the reflection. See how there's no dents? Same up this side. No dents in the panels. So what that tells me is that the previous owner really cared for it and made sure that it was kept right up the other end of the car park, well away from everyone, so no one dented their baby. Oi! Oi! Stop it. So what it is the dog's deciding he's done like the trucks next door, so he's going to yell at him right when I'm recording a video. Thanks, dog. So, but have a look across here. You know, look at the stone chips. There's a couple of real minor ones. There's one. And if you get back here, well, you can't see it. But hey, it does have a stone chip. That's because it's been used. But other than that, you can see the overall condition of this car is beautiful. Everything lines up like it should. Have a look here. See how, well, the tyres are pretty new, but see how they're wearing evenly across the surfaces? That tells me all the suspension geometry and steering components, that they're all doing exactly what they should. Now, it does have the tinted windows. And have a look here. Oh, I better go and get that dog. Oi, come here. Stop terrorising the truck drivers next door. I was rudely interrupted by the security Rottweiler. So where were we? It's it's got all the power windows and all that sort of stuff. Have a look at the condition in here. This car presents as new, besides a few marks on the back bumper. I'll show you when we get out there. It's got all the gadgets going on inside here. It's got 2 keys, and if you light it up, it looks like a, oh, this is so hard doing this left-handed because I'm holding the phone right-handed. There we go. So it likes to beep and yell at you. But turn it on. It looks very space age and funky, you've got to say. So got the big digital speedo printout, the tacho over here, 95,000 Ks. It's got the Bluetooth and all that sort of stuff. How do you do that? There we go, FM. And then I was fiddling with it before. It's definitely got Bluetooth and all that because I saw all that before anyway. So so there's all that. If the phone's ringing, you can answer it from here. Oh, there we go, Bluetooth. No phone available because I'm not paired to it. But you got cruise control happening there, and you can answer your phone on here, or you can source up and down to change the radio stations, volume up and down. What's so good about it is when you got your phone paired, the phone rings, you don't need to take your eyes off the road. You can answer it with your thumbs right there, and that adds to a lot of safety for this vehicle. So if you have a look down here, it's got the aircon, which is icy cold there. Has to be turned on for that to work. And everything's working as it should. It is the 5-speed manual, so it does have 3 pedals. You do need to change gears. And it's got the burnout off mode. So if you want to do burnouts, you've got to push that button. See that one there? It's to do with traction control. You use it in slippery conditions, in ice and stuff, but for most people that won't be the case. It's got all the service history and the logbooks. Every service has been stamped in there, and everything works like it should. I'll cover more about that in a sec. So if we come into the back here, oh yeah, see how there's no door handle? I think the reason they did that is so if you've got drunks trying to get in the car with you, they're like, and by the time they've figured out the door handle's there, well then you've taken off. That's my story, and I reckon it's a good one. So the door handle is up on the side there, and if you have a look in the back, I dropped the seats down before. You can fit about 3 suitcases in here, and that's it. I'm not going to pretend this is a massive transport car because it's not that, but you know, just pull that out of the way. Those seats just lock in and drop very easily like that. Look at the condition of those, as good as new. So if we come around the back here, just having a good look around. can see the space in there, all like so. It is the Barina. And there's those little marks I was telling you about before. If you get down close, you can see someone's tried to patch them up. Get back here, can't even see them. But again, got the alloy wheels. Over this side, we'll lock this seat back up. Pretty easy one-handed operation to do that if you need to drop the seats and carry stuff around. So there we have a quick look on the inside. It's just a nice little car, a pleasure to drive. There it is there, second month 12, and build date was January 12. That's the compliance. So there we have a good look around this 2012 Holden Barina 5-door manual sedan hatchy thingy, hatch it is, that I got for sale here. In the next part of this video, I'm going to tell you what we do with all the cars when they come in the yard, explain how all the warranties work and all that. So when the cars come into the yard, we do 6 levels of inspection. The first one is we do a road test. We drive it around a very specific test track and we listen for all those noises and stuff that shouldn't be there. Then we do a yard test. And so in the yard test, what we're looking for is that everything works like it should, like the windows go up and down, the fan works, everything in the car is working like it should. And if it's not working, I will have mentioned it in the previous video. Then it goes into mechanical. The mechanic's got quite an extensive checklist of things that he inspects, things like is the spare tyre there and is it fully inflated and all those sorts of things. All that stuff's done and that's what's covered off in mechanical. So that's the third level. On the fourth level, we do a roadworthy inspection. We get an independent mechanic who does his roadworthy inspections on the vehicles. He's licensed by Queensland Transport to come out or do them at his facility. Either way, it doesn't matter. But he does the inspections on them. He gets underneath every single car and he checks all the suspension components and all the things that are required for the roadworthy. So we have a properly done roadworthy certificate by an independent person come out as well. And then on the 5th level of check, we do a quality assurance or a QA run. What happens there is someone who hasn't driven the car and hasn't worked on it, he then goes and drives the car after it's been through mechanical, and he's basically doing a double check like what a buyer would do. They'd get in it and if there's a noise, they're like, ooh, what's that noise? Or stuff like that. He comes back, if there's any of those things, then we've identified them through the QA run. And what that does for you is it allows, well from my point of view, it allows me to know and stand there quite confidently and know that the car is prepared properly. And then on the 6th level of check, what we do is before the car goes out, also after it's finished the QA, the cars then go out the front of the yard, and you would have seen them in the background of the previous part of this video, and they sit out there until they go out. Well, before they go out, we do another level, the 6th level of check, where we just check that the wipers are still working, that the little sprayers haven't blocked up, that none of the bulbs haven't stopped working or any of that sort of stuff. So there's the 6 levels of inspection that we do on each one of the cars. Now, I don't expect you to believe me when I tell you I prepare the cars like that, but as you could tell from the previous video, we are on dirt. I do not have concrete, I don't have flags, I don't have salesmen ready to pounce on you when you come down. In fact, this is me pouncing on you now. So if you're still, hello, you there? Hello, come back so I can pounce on you some more. So if you're still there, the reason I'm telling you this is because I don't have all that expensive shit. We don't have the overheads. And it allows me to put the money back into the cars. And that's why, but I don't expect you to believe that either. But what you should do is go and have a look at our Facebook reviews and you'll see the vast majority of our buyers are more than delighted with their car because of the work we put into preparing the cars. So with that, we have buyers, they come from way up north, like up Cairns, way out west. They catch the train down, or they catch the plane to Brisbane, they catch the train to our location here, and then they drive their car off. If we don't prepare the cars properly and they fall apart on their way home, they don't get on Facebook and write good reviews. So that's why I'm proud of the level of all of the cars that I prepare. Although I muck around in these videos, what I don't compromise on is the quality and the standard that the cars are prepared to before they leave the yard. And that's reflected in our Facebook reviews. The link is included on this page, so go and have a look and see what the crowd says about working with us. So because of the work we put into the cars, all the prices are fixed. If you turn around and go, hey Dean, are you negotiable? I'll be like, yes, I'm negotiable, but why would you want to pay more? So I do that because seriously, I can't take out what we put into those cars, and frankly, I don't want to. If the cars don't meet the standard, or they can't easily be brought up to that standard, I launch them off through an auction. And that's why you shouldn't buy cars from auctions, because that's where blokes like me dump our garbage. Okay, so this car has been through all the inspection and is come up properly and is prepared properly. So therefore I have nowhere to move on the price. The prices are already good anyway, otherwise you wouldn't have clicked on and got this video. So the prices are all fixed. And the last thing I want to tell you, before I tell you what comes with the car for the price you see it advertised, is that we need to make appointments to come out. Now, we are not your typical yard, like I said before. We're not equipped for people just to roll up and walk out. You're more than welcome to come and check the cars out and take them for a spin. I've got no trouble with that. But you just need to let us know when you're coming. We've got a couple of guard dogs that roam around here, and we put those away when people are coming, and that way no one gets bit. Everyone's happy. So if you let us know when you're coming, we'll put the dogs away, we'll open up the gates, and we can show you the car and you can have a look over that and any others that might work for you, whatever you want. So please make an appointment before you come out. So what comes with the car for the price you see it advertised for? Good question, and I'm glad that you asked. So firstly, it comes with either 6 months Queensland Rego or the Rego that you see, like the date. Have a look in the text above. It'll tell you the expiry date or 6 months, whichever one it is. If you're an interstate buyer, give us a call. We'll tell you how that works for you. We are a large dealer with Queensland Transport. What that means is we have the number plates on site, we have all the paperwork, all the forms, all that stuff, so you don't even need to go into the government department and get sneezed on by all the grubs. We do all that for you. Aren't we good? So all you got to do is fill out some forms, we stick the number plates on, we do all the paperwork for you, drive away, nothing else to do. All that's included in the price you see. So all your stamp duties, transfer fee, government rip you off fee, all included in the price. The next thing is when the cars go through mechanical, one of the things we do is a fresh service. So your vehicle has been freshly serviced and you will not need to do any scheduled maintenance for the next 10,000 Ks or 6 months, whichever comes first. It's got guaranteed no money owing, guaranteed not stolen, guaranteed never written off. I'll show you all that on the paperwork when you come on down. And it's also got a current roadworthy certificate. So we have the independent inspector, he's got a license from the Queensland government and he's the one who says this car is in a roadworthy condition. So we've brought the car up to that standard as well, so it comes with the roadworthy. The car also, get this one, it has guaranteed no defects. So when I'm selling a car like this one, if I make this guarantee to you, you'd want to make sure I'm onto it, because if not, I'm going to back it with this guarantee. So it's got guaranteed no defects. A defect is when the car doesn't do, or a part of it doesn't do what it's meant to do. For example, if you go to wind down a window and the window doesn't wind down, or it sort of half winds down, that's a friggin' defect. But if you've got like a tear in a seat or a noise, that's not a defect, because a seat with a tear in it still does what it's meant to do. Okay, so I'm guaranteeing that this car has no defects, and I also hold that guarantee for the next 5,000 Ks in 3 months. So if it does incur a defect, and there are some exclusions to it, we show you all that on the paperwork anyway, then those issues become my problem and not your problem. So yes, we do trade-ins, and if you need help with your finance, there is a link up the top of this page that says no deposit finance. You can put your details in there and our finance guy will come back and he'll give you a quote on exactly how much it will cost you per week to drive away in this fine automobile. Well, I'm Dean. Thanks for watching this video. If there's anything I haven't covered, feel free to give us a call, drop us a text, or whatever you want to do. We can take payment by cash, by credit card, by internet transfer, bank check, however you want to do it. Best off if we do internet transfer. That one works best for us. But however you want to do it, it's entirely up to you. Well, I'm Dean. Thanks for watching the video. If there's anything I haven't covered, feel free to give us a call, drop us a text, and I look forward to meeting you soon. See ya.